You want to hear about the spring of 2020? Well, get your fucking pyjamas on, because this one's a fucking story. In March, everything suddenly went tits up because of a little thing called the coronavirus. You may have heard about it. The whole of the UK was in lockdown, so we suddenly had a bunch of swinging dick wankers twiddling their thumbs and staring into the deep blue sky.
You must stay at home.
It wasn't pretty. An old mucker of mine, Adam Pearce, total cunt, but the kind of cunt you can trust to be a cunt, if you know what I mean. He went and had a crazy fucking idea. 10 grizzly arseholes in one place at one time doing some crazy shit like a bunch of crazy fuckers. I told him he was cuckoo for Cocoa Pops, but Adam's just the kind of cunt who likes a challenge. If it had been him in that canyon, the film would have been called 127 minutes. You know what I mean? Me, him and a couple of others have been taking down heists for the best part of a year. A pair of sneaky cunts called Sam Simon Norris, pyromaniac farm boy who used to burn cars for fun on a Friday night, and Charlie, Adam's brother. We just called him Charlie because he's one of them enigmatic types. If you don't believe me, look at his mugshot. I hate sneaky cunts, but they can be useful in a scrap. Next into the mix were James and Snorth, Northerners, the very worst kind. Both very fond of explosives. Snorth was the type who'd shove a pack of C4 up your arse as soon as look at you, and James, well, James liked helicopters. That took us to 6, but this was a bigger job, and we weren't fucking around, so we had to get creative. Lawrence was a mate of Adam's, clueless chimp they called him, but that only tells you half the story. Lawrence is a mad fucker. The kind of you wake up in the middle of the night with sweaty balls just thinking about the idea of him raising a kid. Did I mention he's having a fucking baby? Next on the list was Caleb. We'd worked together in the past, but then he skipped the country and was last seen driving around Death Valley with a load of fur stuck to his nipples. He's the one who led to the name of this whole fucking endeavour, but that's another story. So we had 8, but when you start down this kind of rabbit hole you get greedy. Fly too close to the sun, and before you know it your waxy wings are halfway up your arsehole. We already had one set of brothers, so why not another? I'd spent most of my life making Mikey's a living hell. I kid you not, I used to beat this kid at FIFA with any senior gym from the Eredivisie. They're the Dutch equivalent of Accrington Stanley, and if you're too young to get that reference, well, you can fuck off, can't you?
Accrington Stanley? Who are they? Exactly.
Rounding up the 10 was Fred, ex-military, handy with a rifle, arse like a ripe peach, and the cold dead eyes of a math rock fan. Exactly the type of hipster fucks nut you don't want around, but he could shoot the nuts off a gopher, so yeah, we brought him along. That was the main crew. Mike and Jamie were nice enough to stop by for a couple of minutes along the way, but if you're asking who was involved, that's the starting team sheet right there. We had some fun with a cunt called Nathan Drake. Got sweaty with a bunch of breach charges and all kinds of other nonsense in Rainbow Six.
Oh, I just killed the hostage.
Even played a few minutes of Destiny 2, just for a fucking lark.
Oh, Caleb, you are a slippery little bitch.
And then we set the world on fire in GTA 5. So you asked me about the spring of 2020, and I tell you that 10 weeks ago is where the idea had its roots, but the truth is, we're just getting started.